In a quiet corner of the world, nestled between silver mountains and endless meadows, lived a small rabbit named Furfour. He had the longest, fluffiest ears in the valley, a pink nose that twitched gently, and a heart full of curiosity. What made Furfour truly special wasn't just his pure white fur, it was his dreams as well. Strange, magical dreams that always felt a little too real. One dewy morning, while hopping near the edge of his burrow, Furfour spotted something unusual. A glowing mushroom, shining with a soft green light. The moment he touched it carefully with the tip of his paw, the ground trembled beneath him. Suddenly, a ring of nearby trees twisted open, revealing a hidden path cloaked in shimmering mist. A slanted wooden sign hung above the path. It read, "Welcome to the Magic Forest, where wonders begin and courage is tested." Furfour's ears perked up with excitement. Without hesitation, he took a deep breath, tightened the little satchel on his back, which held a crumbly carrot biscuit and a heart-shaped pebble, and leapt into the unknown. Little did he know, the magic forest was home to talking owls, singing rivers, and a sleeping beast whose awakening could change the fate of the entire world. Furfour stepped carefully onto the glowing path. The moment his paws touched the misty trail, the trees around him began to sway. Though there was no wind, a soft whisper filled the air. "Brave little heart, welcome." Furfour's ears twitched. He spun around trying to find who was speaking, but saw only twisted roots and glowing leaves. A tree with bark shaped like a smiling face bent forward and whispered, "You must find the 3 trials. Only then can you pass deeper into the forest." "What trials?" Furfour asked, his voice barely louder than a leaf's rustle. But the trees had fallen silent again. Only the sound of his heartbeat filled the air. After walking for what felt like hours, Furfour reached a stone archway covered in dark ivy. Beyond it was pure darkness. Suddenly, a deep voice boomed from within. "To pass the first trial, face your fear." Furfour gulped. The darkness seemed to reach for him. With a shaky breath, he stepped in. Inside, shadows swirled and took shape, tall, monstrous rabbits with red eyes and sharp teeth. They circled him, whispering his worst doubts. "You're too small. You'll fail. You're just a bunny." Furfour closed his eyes. Then he remembered something his grandmother once told him. Courage is when you keep hopping, even when you're scared. With that, he took one bold leap forward. The shadows hissed and vanished. A glowing key appeared on the ground. With the key in paw, Furfour reached a river that shimmered like starlight. The water sang softly. "He who solves the riddle shall safely cross." A silver fish leapt from the water and spoke. "What belongs to you, but others use it more than you do," Furfour thought. The fish waited. Suddenly he smiled. "My name." The river laughed, a bright crystal sound. Stones rose from the water, forming a path across. Furfour crossed safely. The fish winked and vanished. Deeper in the forest, Furfour arrived at a clearing where a giant beast lay curled beneath vines and moss. It looked like a dragon made of trees and smoke. Beside it, a plaque read, "Speak truth, awaken peace." As Furfour approached, the beast stirred. Its eye cracked open. "Why have you come?" it growled. Furfour's voice trembled, but he spoke from his heart. "Because I believe even the smallest creature can make a big difference." The beast's eyes glowed. Then it slowly rose and bowed. "Then you are worthy." The vines fell away, revealing a golden doorway. Furfour stepped through the golden door and found himself back at the edge of his burrow. The mushroom still glowed, but the forest path had vanished. Yet in his paw was the key, and in his heart, courage, wisdom, and truth. From that day on, Furfour was no longer just a curious rabbit. He was a guardian of the magic forest, ready for new adventures and to help those who dared to dream.